Hi guys, and welcome to this video. This is another in our series of building a one-page Bootstrap scrolling site. This is Jamie from System22 and GreatWebDesign.com. This will probably be our last video in this series, and what we're going to do in this video is we're going to make our contact form work so it actually sends an email, and we're going to upload the site to a live server. In fact, we're actually going to do it the other way around. Because this form will not send or will not work unless it's on a live server. So repeat after me, this form will not work unless it's on a live server. That's it, you've got it. Okay, so let's get started. What we've got to do to make this form work is add a PHP file. Now what I've done, I'm not going to ask you to write PHP, it's a little beyond the scope of this series of videos. Is I've created one for you, and I'll save it as a PDF, and you'll have to create your own. Here's the PDF that you'll be able to download below this video, and looks like a bunch of mumbo jumbo, where it pretty much is. Welcome to the world of PHP. But I'll show you how to create this, then we'll upload the site to our live server and check that it works. So let's open our bracket software, our editing software. Get rid of this and start again. And brackets is free. It's a great little text editor. If you don't have a text editor, you can download this one from the link below the video also. So what you need to do is download the PDF. It's called mail.pdf. As I say, you can download it from the link below. Select everything in it from that first symbol right there. To make sure you get to that closing head tag, because this is the validation. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. So we've got everything, copy it. Now, open a new file and paste what you've just copied into the file. There it is. At the moment it's not PHP because we've not saved it as PHP. All it's seeing is text at the moment. Now we need to save this file as a PHP file. So we're just going to hit save, save as. Okay, here's our website. There's our index HTML. We want to save it in here, and we want to save it. Really important, you must call it the same thing. I'll tell you why in a minute. send/mail.php. That's going to tell it that it's a PHP file, and we'll save that. And as you can see, this is now changed color, and it knows that it's PHP code. What we've got here, I'll just open up my index HTML file here, which if you've been following along, you'll know is the one we've been working on for our whole site. Let's go down to the contact section, and here it is. Now the reason I say you've got to say this is send/mail.php is because this is what I've called it in the action section of our form here. Obviously if you want to call it something else, that's fine, something else.php, but make sure you'll have to change it here on line 417. And we've got our various form groups here. We've got our email, and we've got the subject and the message. Email, subject, message. Now if we look at our send/mail PHP, email, subject, message, and this is going to send it. Now on line 9, between the two inverted commas there, this is where you want to put whatever email address you want the forms to be sent to. So your email address. Just change this to you@youremail.com, whatever your email address is, to have the forms from the site send to that email. And after that, in between this set of inverted commas, make sure you don't clip off those inverted commas. Just change the text that's inside them, and the same with next door. This is the message that will display in your email it'll say this message has come from the one page site. And once somebody has sent the form, this below is going to validate it. It's going to pop up with a little box that's going to tell them your email has been sent. Thank you. You can change this text to say whatever you want here, but again, make sure you don't clip off those inverted commas. You want to make sure they stay there. So as I say, you can put whatever you want there and there. Make sure you keep those inverted commas. So you've created your sendmail PHP file now. What we're going to do is upload it to our live server. And when you saved your file, I don't know if you noticed, but I'll show you, we've got to save it in the root directory of our site. So this is our site directory here with all our site files in it, and it saved it in there so it knows exactly where to look for it. Now we've done that, we're going to upload it to our live server. I'm using iPage for this particular demonstration. You may be using a different one with a cPanel. If you're using GoDaddy or something, it'll look slightly different like this, but they all have the same, pretty much the same features on there. File Manager is where you want to go, but I say I'm using File Manager. And I've created a directory because I've got hundreds of sites in mine, so I've just created a new directory. I think I called it one page. There it is. If you've only got one website, you won't have anything, and it'll probably be in your public HTML. You'll just create a new folder and upload your site to it. The good thing about Bootstrap, it's not like WordPress where you have to install things and set up databases and what have you. Bootstrap is just simply drag and drop. So I'm going to open up FileZilla, which again is a free bit of software. You can download it from a link below as well. Okay, so I've opened my FileZilla software here, FTP client, which is going to enable me to upload all my Bootstrap files to my server. On the left hand side here, I've got my computer files. This is our Bootstrap files, and I've just gone to the folder, and this is all our files where our Bootstrap site resides here. And on this side, this is our live server file, and here's the directory I created, one page. There's nothing in it at the moment because it's just an empty directory. Now all I'm going to do is select all these files from top to bottom, drag them over, just left click and drag, and it'll start uploading them. And that's how easy it is to upload a Bootstrap site. And that's it, it's finished. Let's just check the site. I've just got it as a subdirectory of one of my sites, so let's just navigate to it. One page, I believe it was. One page. There it is. There's our site live on the server itself. Just make sure it's all working. Obviously you would have yours pointing, you'd purchase a domain and have it pointing to whatever folder you put these site files into. That's the external link. For instance, if I'd have bought onepage.com, I'd have it in my list of domains, and I would point to what they call the pointers to whatever file that I'd put these into. In this case, it's one page. If you're not sure, just check with your service provider, your hosting provider. They've usually got live chat and they can take care of stuff like that real quick for you if you're confused by it. But it's very simple. Once you've done it once or twice, there's absolutely nothing to it. Okay, one thing that I believe I've forgotten to do is put my correct email address in here, because at the moment it's sending to you@email.com, which I don't think exists. So I'm going to put my email address in and redo that one. Okay, so I've updated my sendmail PHP here with my correct email address, or at least one that I should be able to get an email from. I'll just refresh that. I'm going to delete this file on the live server. I can overwrite it if I want to, but I'd rather just delete it and upload afresh. Pull this new one across here. That's it. Now let's see if we can actually send an email. Let's just copy a bit of text from up here and go down to our contact form and fill it out. Now they've got to put their email address in here, because if they don't, if you just put a word or nothing in there, it'll flag out. It'll give them an alert. I'll just show you when I try and send it. See, please include an @ It knows it's not an email address they've put in there. So there's nothing to stop them putting a false one in, but if you're collecting email addresses for an email list, it's a great way of doing it. So we'll just put in a test email. Subject can be anything you like. And paste in that bit of text that we copied there. Now let's try sending this. And there we are. We've got the message up that says your email has been sent. Thank you. Remember, in our PHP form, there's that validation message, and you can change it to what you like. Just don't clip off those brackets there. And just hit OK, and it'll take us back to the top of the site. There we go. And I'm just going to wait a minute or two, and hopefully that email should come through. So it's been about 2 minutes later, and sure enough, here's this email. It's come from the iPage system, their mail system there, from the one-page site. If we go back to our PHP form, from one-page site, that's that message right there. Again, you can put in whatever you want to put in there. But what don't you want to do? You don't want to clip off those little inverted commas. And there's the email address. There's the subject line. There's the body of the text. So there you have it. Your contact form is now working fine. And your site is live on the internet. So I hope you've enjoyed this series of building a one-page Bootstrap website videos. If you have, please subscribe to our channel. We'll be doing lots more web development videos in the future. If you're interested in building websites, please take one of our courses below. We've got a great Bootstrap building course where you don't actually have to build them from scratch. We'll show you how to modify templates that are available to you. And you can build some great looking Bootstrap sites really fast. We've got huge discounts on those courses for our subscribers here. There's also free web development courses down below also. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and GreatWebDesign.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.